All right. All right. So let's give it a time or some time for some people to come through. Yeah. Yeah. You say you finna react to that quiet. Bruh. Dog. Bruh. Yeah, we're definitely going over that. Before I do here, I definitely have some stuff I want to hit on. Before we do that, hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's more rumors that can come out. It's kind of wild, bro. Oh, okay. This is something else I wanted to look at. I forgot about that. Because I don't know if you heard the news about something particular. Let's see. This doesn't make a difference. Like, gonna find it, so. Get rid of some of these. Oh man, and my non-Spurs fan friends tried to tell me Kawhi ain't sus. Bro, people don't they're so quick to just say, hey, you're just a Spurs fan, you're just a homer, you know, like you're just biased when it comes to this. And I guess we all were a little biased, but no, man, Kawhi's been weird this entire time. Ever since we got that news that he wanted out, none of it made sense. The things that they were asking for from the Raptors seemed absolutely ridiculous. And then people tried to frame it as the Spurs just don't treat guys like superstars. Even Danny Green alluding to that. Just dumb, bro. Just dumb. To me, being treated like a superstar is basically being untouchable, right? Like the team respects you enough, they'll pay you, and also you're untouchable. That's being a superstar. What's all this extra stuff? Like, why does a superstar need all this extra stuff? You need your own private jet. You need all. Do you really need all that? I mean, to be fair, I don't think the owners need all that either. But you know, see new trailer for. Ooh, a Wolverine trailer is gonna release this year. That'd be cool. All right. Man. I figured out it was a new South Park tonight. I didn't even watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch the new South Park. Was it any good? I feel like the first couple episodes were pretty okay. Like the first one was just like more shock value, and I'm with it, right? I'm with it, you know, kind of low hanging fruit, but I'm cool with it, right? I'm cool with making fun of Trump administration. Cool with that. Second one, I think was better. Actually, I think the second episode was better because that puppy joke. It's just, I don't know, bro. The satire in that was just so funny. Like it went to new heights. It was so funny to me. I loved it. But that third episode, I was pretty bored, man. I don't even know if I laughed once. So, I don't know. I really think South Park works better when you focus in on the kids and then they're experiencing what's going on in real life, through their eyes. It's just better that way. What's up, Junior Fort? What's up, man? Loai? Yeah, Loai. Didn't see the new one, but the third one was hilarious. I didn't really like the third one that much. I was a little bored, honestly. This is coming from a long-time South Park fan, mind you. That's why I didn't tweet anything out about the third one. I was just like, just came and went for me. I just didn't really care. All right, so let's do Friday. How should we go about this? Should we do Friday? Do 3. Thank God we got rid of Uncle Dennis. Man, thank God we got rid of Uncle Dennis. All right, so should we just like jump straight into this? Is that what we should do? Is that what you guys are telling me? Are you guys telling me that we should just jump straight into this? Because I think we should. Yes, sir. All right. Let's yeah. I just froze for a minute. Yeah, so chat wants us to go straight into this, and that's what we should do, right? I deliver no matter what. Okay. I am like Wembanyama. I will deliver on the news. This is absolutely insane. So I woke up to this. As you guys know, not the biggest fan of Kawhi Leonard, right? Like, I cherish Kawhi for his time with us. It's some core memories. I'm happy I didn't sell this, right? Can you guys see it on camera? Yeah, you can see it a little bit. Like, there's only like a few of these that were created, and they sent me one. Big All Star sent me one, and I could have got rid of it. And I was very upset with Kawhi when we traded him, but I'm happy that I didn't actually sell it, right? So I held on to it, and I was just like, hey, it'll just be part of our history or whatever, because I do have some fond memories. But man, oh man, when he left, it was not only just a void in my heart, but honestly, it was a little irritating, right? Because I felt as if this entire time, even with me hearing like exactly what was going on before it was announced, it seemed no fault of San Antonio's almost at all. And I felt like every single thing that was said after he left was post-talk justification for the leaving, right? You really want me to believe that, oh, that's what did it. Tony Parker saying a off the wall statement about Kawhi after he's been gone forever. Oh yeah, that's what got him to go, right? Oh, Popovich, looking mildly irritated. Manu Ginobili looking mildly irritated. Oh, the team asking if they could talk to Kawhi in the locker room. That's what did it. That's what really drove him to the get out of here, okay? It had nothing to do with nothing other than he wanted special treatment and he wanted to go to LA. And I got so tired and sick of every single news outlet other than Michelle Beadle basically saying, you know what, San Antonio should have really treated him like a superstar. And then you look at how the Raptors treated him, and you look at how the Clippers treated him, and it's like, you know what, this is too much. This is absolutely too much. In my opinion, and before we get into anything, I just want to put this out there, okay? Because it does bother me. I still think about it and it bothers me. When I think about a superstar and how you should treat them, I think about Tim Duncan, right? I think about a player where, yeah, he was low maintenance. I get it. I understand that. Not all superstars are that way. But how the Spurs treated him was like a superstar, right? Like, oh, he got yelled at by the coach. okay. But what they did do was make sure he's untouchable. If he wants to leave, no, we're going to do everything we can to keep. That's superstar status. That's being treated like a superstar, right? Not just trading you off or giving you that respect and making sure this is your franchise and you have a say-so in who we grab and what we do. How they're treating Wembanyama right now. But when we start talking about, oh, he should get this like private jet and he should get some money under the table, because that's what we're about to talk about, I think, no, that's too much. And I thought it was too much at the time. And even as great as Kawhi was, I didn't think that the Spurs should have, well, he wasn't going to stay anyways, but I don't think the Spurs should have sold their soul just to hold on to Kawhi. Like, I don't think that. And obviously, you know, we can look back and say, hey, we're good now. It's easy to say now, but it's the truth, man. It was absolutely ridiculous what happened and how this all unfolded. So you're probably tired of me yapping, right? What's that, about 4 minutes? That's about 4 minutes of yapping. We got some news. I woke up to this, and apparently Kawhi Leonard been a bad boy, okay? Kawhi Leonard been a very, very bad boy. And the Clippers have as well, mostly the Clippers. So apparently the Los Angeles Clippers, and I'll play the clips that we have here, but apparently the Los Angeles Clippers basically created like a fake company in order to endorse Kawhi so they can pay him more money, right? That can go past the salary cap. Very shady stuff. Last time it happened, who was it, chat? Minnesota, Josh Smith, maybe? And they had to give up like 5 first-round picks in a row. Don't know what would happen with the Clippers because they don't have first-round picks. So I have no idea what's going to happen. But let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, do we want to take a look at this one? Or because shout out to Josh Paredes. He did a really great job of like posting all of this stuff. He did like a little thread here. Hold on. I'm going to go straight to the video thread first and foremost. 4 minutes. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's listen. Some journalism.
Executives were suspicious of how
You guys can't hear that? All right, listen up.
Steve Ballmer's Clippers
You still can't hear that? I can't hear that.
landed the most valuable free agent on the market, Kawhi Leonard. That the NBA did not find that Ballmer got Kawhi by sweetening their offer. But also that in March 2025, this celebrity-endorsed, multi-billion-dollar, allegedly fraudulent tree brokerage named Aspiration, which promises to clear your conscience and your emissions, they filed for bankruptcy. And this is where the clue is. What David's looking at with his glasses on is a bankruptcy filing, and there's a list of creditors. The entities to which Aspiration, in all of their alleged fraudulence, still owes the most money. And what I noticed is what David is noticing right now, which is that on that list of creditors, up near the top, above the Boston Red Sox, is an LLC. A tiny little company that Aspiration owes $7 million. And that LLC's name, David, is what?
KL2 Aspire LLC.
Could you be any like more on the nose? What?
And what does it list there under manager or member name?
Kawhi Leonard.
Whose NBA jersey number, just to connect all of the dots here, happens to be what?
Number 2.
So then the question is, the Aspire part of KL2 Aspire LLC, right? Because, okay, he's getting all this money, millions of dollars. What I started doing was scour the internet for any mentions of Aspiration. Any appearances, tweets, quotes,
Oh
Instagram
my
posts,
goodness.
anything by Kawhi Leonard
Suspend him for 2 years? You don't have to. He already suspends himself. He never plays.
endorsing Aspiration. And this was hard to find, which also might seem weird, right? Because every other celebrity Aspiration gave money to was well known. There was Drake offering a statement to Rolling Stone. There was Doc Rivers, Kawhi's own head coach. Robert Downey Jr. was cutting his commercial. That was the whole point of paying the A-list Avengers. But the grand total number of times that I found Kawhi Leonard ever publicly referencing Aspiration, 0 times.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If you're getting paid for an endorsement, where's the endorsing? Like, where's the endorsing? He doesn't mention them one time. That's so sus, bro.
Kawhi Leonard mentioned aspiration. And so what I started doing was reaching out to dozens of former aspiration employees.
Oh, my goodness.
A grand total of 7 of them ultimately agreed to interviews, which is also how I have exclusively obtained the signed and executed document.
In consideration of the rights and benefits granted to company hereunder, the company will pay KL2, which is Kawhi, $28 million in cash during the term of this agreement.
Hold on. Company with $7 million each year of the term. The payment shall be made quarterly and appears. All payments will be wire transfers. And another thing as well, when it comes down to this, and I think they're going to get into it, but like, it's also in the contract that he doesn't even have to play. Like he just, as long as he's with the Clippers, he'll get paid. It's insane.
Company will pay KL2 $7 million each year of the term.
That is Kawhi Leonard's autograph. I convinced one very important person who worked in the finance department of Aspiration to go on tape.
And I didn't so much as discover it as I was told about it.
What was your reaction? What were you told?
My reaction was, what the f***? And I was told, like, oh, these are the major contracts and the major players you really need to be aware of. And we went through a litany of, really, really top tier name contracts. And then, oh, by the way, we also have
this person's going to be outed, bro. Like, they have a certain cadence to the way that they speak. I hope they're not outed. I hope that they're going to be all right. But hey, former employee, so I guess they're cool. But yeah, I mean, that cadence, I'm sure if you worked with this person, you know exactly. Like, it's a little too obvious. Is that yeah, it's me.
marketing deal with Kawhi Leonard, a $28 million organic marketing sponsorship deal with Kawhi, and that if I had any questions about it, essentially don't, because it was to circumvent the salary cap. LOL. There was lots of LOL when things were shared.
Did you ever see proof of Kawhi Leonard marketing or endorsing Aspiration in any way?
Never, not once. The single largest payment to an individual for marketing that Aspiration ever made has completely evaded all press.
That is so crazy. That is absolutely so crazy. Did he say the most money they spent? Hold on.
Marketing or endorsing Aspiration in any way?
Never, not once. The single largest payment to an individual for marketing that Aspiration ever made has completely evaded all press.
Yikes.
It's honestly incredible. Nothing. He didn't have to do anything.
In other words, Kawhi Leonard got from Aspiration a $28 million no-show job.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm honestly so jealous. So jealous. I mean, he's got the dream. Like, it's within my beliefs to be paid $28 million and do absolutely all as well.
The Clippers, however.
That's so bad, bro. That is so bad. The Clippers are already, like, basically a poverty franchise. Shout out to their stadium, though. Their stadium's pretty awesome. But this is a pretty poverty franchise. This should probably destroy them, right? Like, we're not going to see them be anywhere near well, we haven't seen them anywhere near a championship, but we're definitely not going to see them anywhere near a championship in the next like decade, bro. Like, this is so bad.
A statement on behalf of the organization and owner Steve Ballmer, which reads in part, quote, "Neither Mr. Ballmer nor the Clippers circumvented the salary cap or engaged in any misconduct related to Aspiration. Any contrary assertion is provably false."
Where did that come from? Where did yeah, absolutely insane. So just going through what our very own posted here. I want to just look through the thread that he posted. So this is from Josh Paredes. And he says here. So he showed everything from 2019 on. He says Kawhi Leonard and Uncle Dennis scandal investigations rumors thread. December 2019, the NBA investigates improper benefit requests by Kawhi's Uncle Dennis. These include part ownership of the... Oh, I remember that. You guys remember that? when he wanted to own part of the team. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, the San Antonio Spurs are the ones that were in the wrong here. It didn't matter what we did, guys. It didn't matter what we did. He wasn't going to stay in San Antonio. People even tried to say, well, Kawhi really wanted Paul George there, and the Spurs didn't do what they could to bring him there. Yeah, no, we wouldn't have won anything with Paul George. And yeah, no, that's not the reason. But you can throw us under the bus all you want. They kept Kawhi's image pretty nice for a while. A source said Robertson made those requests reportedly to owner Jenny Buss over the course of 3 phone calls that spanned several days, and that she made it clear that such perks were illegal and would not be considered. Oh my God. From the same article, what's more, sources said that Robertson, that's Uncle Dennis, made similar requests of the Raptors. We knew about that one. As one prominent agent said at the time about the league's renewed focus on laying down the law over the summer, this is because of Dennis. He didn't know the rules. This league-wide discussion is all because of Uncle Dennis. Moving on, after today's story, all right, so the Kawhi Leonard story broke, longtime plugged-in radio host John Gambadoro mentioned he heard Toronto. I was reading this as a name, guys. I'm so stupid. Toronto. I was like, Tarantino? Indeed, bent over backwards for Kawhi, and still left for LA after winning the title in his lone season with the Raptors. Let's see. The story is fascinating. From what I know from sources, when Kawhi signed with the Clippers, the Toronto owner, Larry Tannenbaum, was beside himself because he believed he bent over backwards for Kawhi. This is what I was trying to say. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. You know what? This is okay. I'll say this in a minute, but this is a character thing. This is a character thing here, man. One thing that really bothers me is immense greed, and it seems like Kawhi and his uncle and his team, it's just so much greed, man. It drives me crazy, and screw the Clippers ownership as well. If everything is 100% true, but that's very sussy. Anyways, including calling 3 sponsors to meet Kawhi's demands of an extra $15 million in endorsement money. This was brought to the attention of Adam Silver as a concern over the cheating going on in the league being out of control, but no action was taken as it was thought Tannenbaum didn't truly understand the rules, only a promise to get more serious about it in the future. So moving on, and then it just talks about how he laid out, you know, what happened, and yeah, and what is this? I actually don't know what this is.
Guess who comes calling, according to our reporting? Uncle Dennis. And guess who is...
Wait. Uncle Dennis called them because of this reporting? Oh, my God.
That is happening, and the company can't pay its bills. Guess who comes calling, according to our reporting? Uncle Dennis. And guess who is characterized as priority number 1 inside of this broken company but Dennis Robertson, who they say we had to attend to as if he was the most powerful person in our Rolodex. And so there's a lot that you could claim about we didn't know anything, but big picture, the relationship between Ballmer as an investor and aspiration, the relationship between aspiration as a sponsor of the Clippers, the relationship between Uncle Dennis in the contract and Kawhi Leonard to aspiration. I just feel like I can't, if I could get you 4,000 documents, I would. Yeah. I had to top out at 3,500, you know?
I think the story could be Uncle Dennis gets paid, right? Like, I mean, that's the through line of this entire Kawhi Leonard saga to a certain degree.
I might have joked with the guys offline, Pablo. I wanted to welcome you to the team and say thank you so much. I thought my days of leaving unanswered voicemails for Uncle Dennis were over until this. Got to pull that number out of the book.
Oh, I wish I had the privilege. We called him, we left messages, nothing from Uncle Dennis. And by the way, like, you know, the guy he is both the loudest possible and worst possible ambassador you could have as a guy trying to do secret deals, but also to his credit, like, not a lot of photos of him online. You kind of gotta, if you know him. It's been strange. He's been dancing between the raindrops, Sam.
Absolutely terrible stuff. So yeah, my bias, because I'm going to have bias when it comes to this, is automatically say it's all true, right? And my bias isn't completely unfounded, right? Like, we've had so many situations leading up to now that suggest that they are very money hungry. Uncle Dennis is awful. And Kawhi Leonard, yeah, I mean, he just kind of lets it happen, and I guess he's cool with it. I mean, it's just so much greed, man. Just so much greed. So hold on. I think I had a few other things I wanted to glance at on my own page because I saved it. Let's see here. So we had someone, I think someone talking about it. Here we go. So this isn't the only bombshell that's going to be dropped. Wait, what is this?
Desperation, despite all of this, had a top priority in October 2022 internally.
That.
Oh, okay, never mind. That was what we just listened to. Here we go. He followed up on it. And he said that there's more investigating that might be out there.
Person gets outed now.
Why is the audio so low? I swear, guys, like I got it up all the way. It's not me.
It feels like it's safe to out other people.
Yeah. The difference here, and by the way, it's funny. Like my tip line has never been more used by enemies of Jalen Brunson, right? Like look into that one, right? As well as at James Harden.
Is there something in there with Jalen Brunson?
Well, look, how he arrived at the Knicks, this is where I will have to defer to the reporting I may or may not do on this. Certainly was interesting, right? Like, okay, that's a pretty good deal for the Knicks. Has some, whatever. Anyway, I don't want to get ahead of myself in terms of
That's
that.
a tease, though. That's a tease.
It's a bit of a tease.
Okay.
All right, so now he's going to look into the Knicks as well with Jalen Brunson. So, anyways, I just want to say that I think it's absolutely ridiculous when everyone or anyone takes the side of Kawhi Leonard. We've had Steven Jackson do it. We know that Danny Green is close to Kawhi, so he's had his back throughout all this. But I'm sorry, dude. As a fan or even outside of that, if I'm just paying attention to what's going on and what happened and how he left and how it went about, I'm sorry. There is nothing. I watched every Spurs game. I kept up with what was going on, how the Spurs treated him. I thought was incredible. Oh, sorry. My cat's on the keyboard. How they treated him, I thought was incredible. Like one thing in particular that comes to mind is the fact that we were in the Western Conference Finals after the Zaza Pachulia incident. Kawhi Leonard could have went back into the game. I think game 3, I think he was cleared. I'm pretty sure it was game 3. And Popovich said no, right? Made sure that he sat and made sure that he stayed healthy. And there were many instances of that, of the Spurs trying to, take care of Kawhi and had his best interests in mind. But unfortunately, his crew, and he is an adult, right? So I'm not going to just sit here and just say it's all Uncle Dennis. Like Kawhi Leonard is an adult. We didn't know a lot about him. We just knew that he played really hard when he was on the court. But all of this, I think it is a character thing, man. I think it's all about money. I think it's all about someone in chat said power. I think it's all that, bro. I think it's all that. He wanted to be treated like a superstar, but he wanted to be treated like no superstar has ever been treated ever. Like it seemed like his treatment was better than Michael Jordan's treatment. Like I don't know. This is absolutely ridiculous. So seems like they're gonna get in a lot of trouble, right? And we'll just see what comes from it. But the fact that he had literally an endorsement of $28 million is mind-blowing, and not mentioning it at all when it's your endorsement doesn't make sense at all. So they can sit back and say, hey, no, that's not true, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be more come out of it and we'll hear more. But anyways, you let me know what you think of this, but I think it's absolutely crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. I think Keldon and Vassell are gone. What makes you think that was random? That's a really random statement. Who's surprised by this? Yeah. Clan Kawhi is water boy. My uncle Dennis said. My uncle Dennis said. My uncle Dennis said. Yeah. Pretty bad. Clan, did you hear Phil Jackson talking about the Spurs not being a dynasty? He said that back in like, wait. Yeah, he said that, that was like over a decade ago when he said that. Clay, you gonna take down the figure? Nah. Nah, I still get memories. Phil Jackson said what? Phil Jackson always been hating on the Spurs. He said in 90s that championship should have an asterisk next to it because it was a shorter season. And then he said that we never had a dynasty or something because you have to like, didn't he say you have to repeat or three-peat or something to have a dynasty? It's stupid. It was very stupid. He's always hated on the Spurs. Who's ready for Wemby versus Flag? That'd be nice. All right, so you guys said that they deleted. That's crazy. They deleted that. But really quick, I want to mention this, guys. So we have a sponsor that I wanted to bring up. I brought it up last live stream, but wanted to let you guys know about Sleeper. So if you guys are interested whatsoever, please go join Sleeper. It's an app that has so many different things. You know what? Screw it. Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. Check this out. Look at this. I'm pretty high tech with this, man. So basically, it's an app where you can get so much news. You can connect with other fans. It's just so many different things you can do on it. And it's also fantasy sports, daily fantasy sports, right? So there's so many different avenues that you can take with it. But if you click on NBA there, you can see here that my internet is very slow. And you can see that my internet really sucks. Anyways, but you click there and it has all like different news articles. It's kind of like I don't know how else to explain it, but like just social media for sports, if that makes sense. But there's plenty of stuff on here. So if you guys are interested, connect with other people, join it. It's pretty dope. During games, you can see live stats. But yeah, and if you are interested at all when it pertains to the creating a fantasy team and trying to win some money or anything like that, there's a part on it right here where you can go to picks. Unfortunately, there's nothing for the NBA because there's literally no NBA being played, right? But there is NFL, so they have Dak Prescott, right? So you can say passing yards, he'll get over that. Obviously, it says 0.5 passing yards, he'll get more than that. And then they have Burrow. They have just so many different things. So you can suit more, you can go low, just create your own little daily fantasy if that's something you're interested in. But most importantly, join Sleeper, link in the description, use the I'm pointing straight to it. Oh, that's perfect. Wait, I messed up. Use Clan, the promo code Clan, and if you support the sponsors, you support your boy. So just download the app and do that for your boy. Click that link below and use promo code Clan. But it's a lot of cool stuff on there. Dak Prescott, what a bum. Dak Prescott, he's something. Dak Prescott is something. I'm just not crazy about the Cowboys right now. My cat has been distracting me this entire time. She's excited for Sleeper as well, as you can see. Mike is overpaid, maybe a little bit. But yeah. So yeah, if you guys are interested, head on over. A lot of good stuff there. And yeah. You'll be hearing a lot about Sleeper over the course of the next few months. Screw him. I say screw Jerry Jones. That's what I say. All right, you guys said that they deleted that? That is so funny. Hold on. Why would they delete that? They actually deleted it for real. Where can I find it? That's crazy. That's so stupid. Mikasa, you gotta get off. I'm late, but what's up, everyone? What's up, man? I gotta find Steph Castle. could have sworn did someone post it? What got deleted? Steph Castle dunked on Dylan Harper. I don't want to miss that. I want to see it. Does anyone have it? Cardi B got a new album coming out. I hope it's good. I can't find it too. Nobody saved it. No. Nobody thought to save it? Hold on. E40. Was it on Steph's IG? No, it was on the Spurs IG or Spurs account. That is so stupid. All right, hold on. Found it. Ha ha ha. Okay. Saw it on Twitter. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, chat, for telling me that this existed. I hate when my camera does that. Anyways, thank you so much for chat. Thank you so much telling me that this actually exists. Okay. I did not know about this. I did not see it. I've been so preoccupied with the Kawhi Leonard fiasco in that situation. So I was not aware that there was a little controversy in San Antonio as well. My cat just keeps jumping on here. If she sits right there, we're cool. We're chilling. If you sit right there, nowhere near my keyboard, we're fine. Like, me and you are fine. Like, I won't bother you. You won't bother me. We're okay, Mikasa. Okay. She just wants some pets. So check it out. All right, so the San Antonio Spurs official account posted a clip from our practice, and shortly after, very quickly, they deleted it. Very weird to do it. I don't think that there was a lot of toxicity pertaining to something like this. Like, if anything, it's like positive toxicity. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Positive toxicity. So I don't really understand what the big issue is when it comes to this, but apparently they thought, hey, some competition, we don't want to show that. This seems like some good footage. So what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about this clip. Thank God somebody actually reposted it on Facebook. So we have here our boy Steph Castle dunking, and then holding his face like, ooh, let me put on the shiesty. So as you can see, he's dunking over Dylan Harper. He straight up bodied him, okay? And you can even see Carter Bryant's reaction like, oh my goodness. Oh my God. You can see it right here. It's a screenshot of his face like, oh my God. So I love this, okay? I love friendly competition. I think that is good for our team, obviously. Like, Steph Castle's like, hey, I got a year under my belt. All right. I'm a top 4 pick as well, right? I'm a lottery pick as well. So yeah, I don't know. It seemed like he just caught him, right? That's really good stuff. I don't understand deleting this just because it's showing a player dunk on another player. I don't know. I don't think Spurs fans are so toxic to derive so much from this one clip, right? I don't think that. But I love this. I absolutely love this. And as you guys know, I've been saying this time and time again that I think Dylan Harper pretty soon, not too long after the season starts, will probably be the starter. I think he should be starting shooting guard, right? And it has nothing to do with is he better than Steph Castle right now or anything like that, right? I do think that he will be, but I don't think that that's the case right now. I just look at this team and I'm like, hey, I think that this would actually, just my opinion, actually bring a little bit more balance, right? Where you can have Dylan Harper surrounded around, a couple vets and Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox. He's also really good off ball. And then you have, obviously Sohan and Wemby, who will be taking on a big chunk of the defensive assignments. And nobody on that starting lineup will be a liability defensively. Looking at this clip, you probably would think that, but no, he's not a liability defensively. And then you have Steph Castle just straight up running the second unit. And when you finish games, I would still finish with Steph Castle, right? So at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal, right? My favorite player of all time, Manu Ginobili, was a sixth man. So I just think that will be a really nice, way to go about it. But we'll wait and see. But I love this type of competition, and I hate that they deleted it. But we still found it. I can't believe they deleted this. So dumb. So dumb. They obviously thought it was awesome, but whatever. Clan, I think they removed it because of other NBA fans. They will promote false stories and etc. to create something that is not there because they jealous of our players and talent. That or may Ron. I don't disagree with you. But if that's the case, man, then do we just not post, like the year that it was Wemby's rookie year, do we just not post any highlights or anything from that season? Because every single game, people derived some BS from it, that players were jealous of Wemby and that they could have gave him the ball on this play and all this nonsense, right? Like, do you just not post anything because it might be some speculation of this? Like, this is a good play. This is a cool play. It shows camaraderie between the guys. It shows not total, but a little bit of a welcome to the NBA moment. It's cool. It's good, right? It's good. I mean, I would want them to show Dylan Harper dunking on somebody from practice. I don't know. It is what it is. Clan, I know, but it gets old. Yeah, it does get old. People just create whatever narrative they want, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. So I like this. I think it's cool. You try to delete it, but you can't delete it. You can't delete. We still found it. You hear about Tim Duncan documentary coming out? Yeah, I heard about that. That should be pretty cool. Is it what is it streaming on? Do you guys know what that's going to stream on? I heard about the Tim Duncan documentary. Tim Duncan. He deserves one. Hopefully it puts things in perspective. Austin Film? Like, it's like a film festival? Oh, it's a film festival, so we don't really know right now. Is that right? I think his brother made it. His brother used to make a lot of pregame team vids that will play on big screen, if I remember. Oh, that's cool. He deserves it, man. No one, when we talk about like the GOAT category, we always say LeBron or Michael. People never bring up Tim Duncan. And I think that he is very close. I think he should be in the GOAT conversation. Why not? He hasn't had a season in his career where he like didn't have an absurd winning percentage. 5 championships, like come on. 21 out of 5 on Letterboxd, easily. I'll try to catch it. I just don't know how I'll catch it. So it'll premiere at the Austin Film Festival. Then I'm sure it'll be uploaded somewhere. We'll see. That's good stuff, though. If Ray missed that shot. I know. But we did have a whole, like, overtime to try to take it. I know momentum is a thing in basketball. And then we still had the last game, the game 7, and they still didn't win. I don't know. We did seem very depleted in that last game. I was so sick, bro. I felt so sick. And honestly, guys, that was probably one of the greatest final series you can ever watch. Unfortunately, we lost. 2014 for us is probably the best one, right? But as a fan, 2013 was definitely more entertaining. 2014 was just like, we just steamrolled them. The story and narrative was dope behind it because of what happened in 2013. But yeah, 2013 is probably one of the greatest finals I've ever watched. Anyways, Timmy top 3. I think Timmy should be in the GOAT convo. Like, I still wouldn't put him over Michael, but I think he should be in the convo. He's never in the convo. They never bring it up. All right, so I got some disheartening news, guys. I got some really, really bad news. Okay, this is the worst news that you'll hear all season long. As you guys know, the NBA has lost their everlasting minds when it comes to where they stream these games. And I wanted to look at what Charles Barkley had to say about this, but some news dropped and we're a little disappointed, very disappointed, actually heartbroken. I'm underselling it. Yeah, you know what's coming, right? Stream East has officially been shut down after a year-long investigation. Two men were wait. Okay, I actually saw another tweet. I didn't see this specific one. 2 men were arrested in Egypt, and authorities seized laptops and smartphones tied to the sites. So soon we'll all be arrested, okay? And you guys can go in the chat and say, well, I didn't use Streamy. You're lying, okay? Everybody used it. We're all going to prison, okay? So it was a nice run. It was cool. It was dope. You know, I really enjoyed Freedom. I hope you guys enjoyed Freedom as well. We got to see championships, right? We got 5 championships. That's cool. But yeah, all that's over. We're all getting arrested now. So no way. Yeah, we're all getting arrested, guys. Rest in peace. Well, you know, fight for your freedom a little bit, you know. But yeah, it's a wrap. It's an absolute wrap. We're all getting arrested. So they got the 2 men that's arrested in Egypt, and soon they'll be coming for you. So I hope that you guys enjoyed everything. We got to see quite a few games, right? We had a good run. I think we had a good run, right? But yeah. I'm playing, if I get arrested, if I go to jail, I'm playing Industry Baby. Because that song is a banger. I don't want my jail to be like Industry Baby. I'll be Jack Harlow from Industry Baby. But the song is a banger. Okay, I hope we play that every single day. And if we all go to prison together, guys, I think we can make it a pretty good place. All right. Anyways, all jokes aside, I wanted to see what Charles Barkley had to say about what the NBA is doing, because it is absolutely ridiculous how many different streaming sites they're trying to get us on. It's too much, bro. It's way too much. And also, just because Stream East is gone doesn't mean anything, right? Like, there's so many other websites, right? So many other websites. Join the Discord, link below. Join our Discord, okay? So when the games are popping off, you guys can go in the Discord and ask your fellow Spurs fans. We got about 1,000 people in there. You can ask them, hey, where are you guys watching this game? And maybe they'll have a little something for you, right? But anyways, all right, let's listen.
What? They don't care.
Okay, make it
I
stop.
think the NBA's got a big problem. How are regular fans gonna like, okay, it's Tuesday, especially when they start putting games
Where
on.
do I go?
Well,
Look at this. ABC, NBC, Peacock, NBC, Peacock, ESPN, Prime, ESPN, Prime. This is stupid. This is too much. It's stupid. Nobody's going to do all this. Not to mention, NBA League Pass is horrible and never works.
well, like, cause you know, sometimes the game's gonna be on Peacock, and like it's not gonna be on NBC. I think that's a huge dilemma for the NBA.
Guess what? They don't care.
I agree.
They got
took
so
the
much
money.
money. They're gonna wipe their tears with cash.
Bill, I'm so glad you said that. I think it's a big deal because they just took all the money from all 3 networks. I don't think they give about the fans, and I think this is gonna come back to bite them, to be honest with you. And then the thing that's scary, this deal is for 11.
All we literally asked for was for NBA League Pass to be better. That's literally it. That's all people asked for. We all knew that the price was terrible and it was awful. But at the end of the day, we were like, well, can you at least just make it better? Can you just make it where it runs on different devices? Like, can you make it where there's not this block where I can't watch games when they're locally? Like, can you just do that for us? That's all we're asking for. And they say, yeah, bet. Here's 50 million streaming sites that you have to go to try to find this. Like, and I think some people did the numbers on it, and it's so much money that you'll be spending to catch every like NBA game. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. People don't get paid enough for this. This is stupid.
Years.
Right.
So now people complain all they want to. For the next 11 years, they don't give a shit about the fans. They're like, y'all, if y'all find the games, fine. Just make sure the check clears. I think the NBA.
Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. But at the end of the day, guys, Charles stopped eating tacos. He looks like he lost weight. Yeah, he definitely lost weight. At the end of the day, guys, you know, if we don't get arrested beforehand, we'll find another one. Okay, so like Stream East isn't the only one, but it was definitely the most popular, right? And it was the most consistent one. So it is what it is. But there will be other ones because at the end of the day, this is just too much, right? It's just too much money. You know, you want to support the NBA, right? We buy tickets, we buy merch. I mean, look, I'm on this channel all the time talking about the San Antonio Spurs, so I'm doing a little bit of advertising. It's not that many people that, you know, watch this or whatever, but like I do a little advertisement for the Spurs and the NBA, and this is how they repay the fans. And there's many other YouTube channels much bigger than me that talk about the NBA in general, and this is what they're doing. But yeah, it's stupid, man. That's like $75 a month. Like, no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna do that. It's time to watch on YouTube play by play rather than live games. I'm gonna watch the games, okay, but not how they want me to. Where I'm at, which is San Antonio, the best app is Fubo, but costs a lot, $89 to $100 a month. Woo. Woo. Man, you guys remember when cable went out of style, right? We stopped using cable, and we were all just like, wow, man, things are so much cheaper by just streaming. And now that's not the case anymore. You got Max, you got Disney Plus. I mean, I guess Hulu's with Disney Plus now. You got Netflix, you got Paramount Plus, you got even BET Plus. I think you got. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I use something else. StreamYard. Excuse me. But yeah, look, I am not one to, you know, have like crazy, like stand on the moral high ground when it comes to stuff like this. I just don't, right? These companies get so greedy. They just want to take as much money from you as humanly possible. So I just don't care, right? I just don't care. I'm not going to treat it like Star Wars, okay? I have the high ground. I'm not going to do that, okay? I am in the slums with the rest of you. But yeah, views ain't the goal anymore. It's just the money. Yep. Terrible. So, just wanted to let you know that's some pretty bad news, but when there's a will, there's a way. Join the Discord. That's all I have to say. All right. So I appreciate all you guys coming through. I know it's super late tonight, but I wanted to talk about those few things. I'll be back on Friday, so that'd be cool. Hold on, let me delete this. So big shout out to our sponsor, as I mentioned before, and that is, oops, messed that up. And that is Sleeper. I gotta remember which button it is. That's Sleeper. So if you guys can join Sleeper, like I said, whenever you support the sponsors, you support me. So please head on over to Sleeper, join, use the promo code CLAN. And at the end of the day, you know, if you just use my link, you download Sleeper, look through, the news articles that they have, connect with some people that supports in and of itself, right? So if you're interested, do a little bit more. If not, at least just use that link, right? Just at least use the link. Yeah, thank you, Sleeper, for sponsoring. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks, Sleeper. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I appreciate all the love. We got about 70 people in here. I'm expecting a lot of people once we start actually like getting the season going, right? Like once October hits, I expect quite a few people to start coming through because we had so many people subscribe to the channel over the summer. So once we actually hit the season and the Spurs are good, expect to meet a lot more fans. Okay, we're going to be meeting a lot new Spurs fans. Yeah, it'll be a lot more new people in the chat. It's going to be a lot. I think we had almost up to 1,000 people, which is huge for this channel. Almost like 1,000 people at one time during the draft. So, yeah, I expect after games for it to be a lot of people. I don't know how I'm going to do this when I'm actually like living in Japan. The live streams would be a little strange, but yeah, Spurs getting popular for real. Yeah, they are. All right, guys. All love. You guys have a good night.